Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Iowa's offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses on the podium after games. We've got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a W.
Takes the easy completion. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Davis will throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy, because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Here comes the option. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Now on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick spin. Plenty for the 1st down. Play number 9 on this drive. The option look. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They'll go right back to the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Davis looking to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looked, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Catch in the middle. It's Asher.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Davis will throw. Right down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Spartans.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They are up by 7 over Florida.
He wants to throw.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Wide out in motion. Give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run the option. At the 20, he's got space. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. The throw. It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Spartans trying to cash it in on first and goal. On the option, he'll do it himself. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty!
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive running toward the tape. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job of making something out of nothing.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Hawkeyes have a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Go down game. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got his man downfield. Gives him the big stiff arm. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Goes to the option. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to get the edge on the right. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. He'll start this drive firing. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. He's knocked down right there as the special teams unit does its job, and we've got 1 quarter left to play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll run the option. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The give from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside road.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. On 3rd down, going up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll toss it. On the move is the 30. He's loose. The 30. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The back goes in motion. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the touchdown Spartans? And the route is on.
Well, that's when the defense would like to have back. They would have wished the quarterback pitched that football, but instead they took the wrong guy away and made it an easy decision for the QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern.
Cole finds his man on the left.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds a man by himself. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback now breaking the field.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the Hawkeyes get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. After the run, now to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Davis looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
That makes the score Michigan State 34, Iowa 10.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the option. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a crease. It's Murphy. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch, called for and made. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to... Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more...
Drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force him 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. The 1st down for the offense. Here comes the option. Smashes through.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Now on the option. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Davis will throw. He makes the connection. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Looking down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Moving away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Coming after him. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll throw it on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Davis looking to pass.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That